So yes, I fully understand that the Minnesota Vikings, sort of a fluke win, 28-24. The Lions gave it away at the end, but a win is a win is a damn win. And all of the memes, woo, we're here. Call an ambulance, but not for me. That's right. That may be one of my favorite meme formats, not gonna lie. And Vikings fans, first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, end the game. We back. Best 2-1 team in National Football League history. And head coach Kevin O'Connell, in his first season, been a bit of a roller coaster so far through his tenure. Big time win, big time emotional win week 1 against the greasy grimy Green Bay Packers, laying an egg Monday Night Football, a tradition unlike any other for Minnesota Vikings head coaches. And then Sundays, quasi debacle, but they got themselves off the map. And Kevin O'Connell, already shown that he's a fantastic orator. He's a coach's coach, and pitch perfect, man. Absolutely pitch perfect in his post-game comments. And we want to highlight the best passage from his speech. Here we go. Quote, "There are all kinds of things that we can do better across the board." That's putting it mildly. But what I love the most, that as adversity hit, we could have effing checked out. We could have looked across and said, no, you know what? We're doing our thing today, but they ain't doing their job. Not one freaking time, end quote. Kevin O'Connell after the Vikings win over the Lions. Now, what he's talking about is it could have been very easy to say, hey, offense, we're doing okay. Defense is sucking. And then when the offense was stagnant, the defense could be like, hey, the offense is sucking. I'll be like, pointing fingers and doing this, that, and the other thing. That's when a team falls apart. When me supersedes we, that's when problems happen. And frankly, we saw that the last couple seasons. Whenever adversity hit, a lot of fingers were pointed from the coaching staff to the players, from the players to the players, from the players to the coaching staff. We saw all that. And after the Eagles debacle, Thielen had a comment saying that the coaches weren't yelling at players. It was calm, it was professional, it was whatever. But I actually think that's a really important step. And the Vikings having more adversity in game against the Lions, I think that could have been the best possible thing because everyone was riding high after week 1. Of course, it's very easy to be front runners as coaches and players when things are going your way, and then the Packers are just kind of whatever at that point. But no call, no show against the Eagles, and it would have been easy for the Vikings to rally up, kick the crap out of the Lions, and then move on with life. But you don't really learn. Like, you learn when you make mistakes. You learn at that point of friction. You learn on the bleeding edge. And frankly, the way that the Vikings just sort of, I don't know, nonchalant tiptoed through the first half, the first quarter and the third quarter. Then they had to come back twice, rallying with 2 touchdowns in the second and fourth stanzas. So I do think that this is a character-building moment. And I think that after the Eagles game, after things didn't start out so great against the Lions, when they got down 14-0, maybe in the back of some of the players' minds, it was like, oh, here we go again, Eeyore, blah, blah, blah. But the fact that the Vikings rallied, and then they had to rally again after things got stagnant at the start of the third quarter, that gives belief. Like, that builds character, and character is just like any other muscle. The more you work it out, the stronger that it gets. So the Vikings going to be a high character team going forward because they know that no matter what the score is, we got each other's back. We're not going to point fingers, and we are going to be accountable. We're going to take ownership, and I love what Kevin O'Connell, what the players have been doing, because players do emulate the head coach. If the coach is up there saying, I got to do better, that one's on me, that's my thing, I need to get Jefferson the ball more, the defense, I'm a part of that, that's on me. That will trickle down to all the players. So not only do all the assistants start taking accountability, the players start taking ownership of the situation. So it's really a thing of beauty, man. It is. And the Vikings, they're not going to get a week off against the Saints in London, big time. And then you come back home, third of 3 division games in the first 5 weeks. So you can start out 3-0 in the division, which is huge, massive. And then at the Dolphins, one of the hottest teams in the league right now. Whew. Absolutely love it, man. But you're starting to see, like, this team, you saw it throughout the offseason, that this team believes in Kevin O'Connell in theory, but now they're starting to see it in practice. Like, they will follow this man. They will run up through a brick wall for this man, and they'll get things done. And a win is a win is a win. Like, hey, you're not going to win every single game by a blowout. You're not going to lose every single game by a blowout. A lot more games in the NFL are decided like this. So how do you fare in close one-score games? Last year Vikings, not so much. This year Vikings, we got it, baby. We got it. Kevin O'Connell gets it. Just gets it, man. But your thoughts are thoughts. Kevin O'Connell, the best part of his post-game speech. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts and his thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.